best heavyweight, the best professional wrestling discussion on the internet, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and much more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is In the Hot Seat with your host, Fortminorproject.
Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of In the Hot Seat. And of course, as always, we got a great show lined up for you guys, and as well as a brand new guest joining me at this time. And would you like to introduce yourself?
What's poppin', motherfuckers? It's Mugga Baby from YouTube, you know, hottest white rapper in YouTube. By the way, if y'all hear anybody else talking on my end, I'm over here kicking it with my homeboy, Lil Buddy. Lil Buddy, say hello.
What up, man?
There you go.
Alright, it's a pleasure to have you guys on this show, and I got a lot to get to, and I'm actually going to kick things off here. What are your thoughts on the tag team division in WWE, and what are some ways that you can help improve as well with the tag team division?
Well, my opinion about the tag team in the WWE is, you know, you've got Michael McGillicuddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got Mr. Perfect genes. You know what I'm saying? That's his daddy. And they're basically teaming him up with the Yellow Banana Punk from fucking I Love New York and thinking it's going to be a good tag team.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's bullshit, and I think they're shitting on McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Same time, they're shitting on the tag team division.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Kings of Wrestling are going to come in, and I think that the tag team division is going to step their game up. And I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, with me and the tag team division, you know, definitely it's not what it, you know, used to be, and hopefully they can, you know, bring in some, you know, older tag teams, or, you know, bring some new ones like from FCW or Ring of Honor, like you said, with the Kings of Wrestling. You know, I've been checking them out for a while now, and I think they're a good tag team. So if they can bring in some tag teams like that, and you know, keep it up, and you know, keep building it up more like that, I think, you know, they can get, you know, fans interested and stuff like that. So that's definitely cool when it comes to that. So moving along to the next question here, and then, well, next topic. What are your thoughts on the whole possible Ring of Honor invasion, and how would you, you know, go about in booking that, and you know, who would you like to see come from Ring of Honor to WWE once they have that?
Well, I think the booking that I had planned in my head, I just posted in my last video,
Okay.
and they've already ruined it by letting CM Punk come back too early, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They could have had CM Punk go to Ring of Honor, let him go. I mean, y'all let the ECW invade y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, show Ring of Honor some love. They're nowhere near a threat right now in market-wise.
Yeah.
So go ahead, just help them out a little bit. Let CM Punk go over to Ring of Honor. Let him have the title over there. Let him go over there for like a month, 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then comes back. And then you've got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Tyler Black, Evan Bourne, who used to be Matt Sydal in Ring of Honor,
Right.
and Colt Cabana.
Okay.
And basically, it's almost like an invasion, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's basically a group of guys who is pissed off at how the WWE treats people, and they're coming in to make things right.
Yeah.
But some of the guys that I'd like to see from Ring of Honor go to the WWE for that story would probably be El Generico, because I love El Generico.
Mm-hmm.
The Briscoes.
Okay.
And one more. And Davey Richards.
All right. Yeah, you know, with me, you know, hopefully this will actually happen, and it'll definitely bring a new twist to the storyline, and you know, I'll enjoy it just as more, and you know, actually wouldn't mind having some of those RH guys that you mentioned. I as well, you know, was able to check them out, and they are, you know, all good wrestlers, and you know, I think that would be, you know, like I mentioned, you know, a good, interesting twist to it. You know, with CM Punk coming back early, you know, it's fine, you know, it sold a little bit that, you know, he left and everything, but, you know, he could have, you know, stayed, you know, away for a little bit while longer, but, you know, that's fine. You know, now that we have, you know, CM Punk and John Cena at SummerSlam, you know, the rematch should be good. And, you know, with that being said, and the whole, you know, championship being, you know, in the way undisputed now, what are your thoughts on that and the whole championship situation with the WWE title?
I think it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
It's almost even like the old China and Jeff Jarrett storyline. Remember when they was the co-champions? No, not it was Jeff. It was China and Chris Jericho. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When they were the co-champions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, are we going to see that same bullshit again?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see something happen at SummerSlam where both of the men get disqualified and both of them are still the champions? I mean, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to say this while we're on that subject.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody talks shit about TNA.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Let me see your light. Everybody talks shit about TNA because TNA reuses storylines, but doesn't WWE do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're reusing the double champion storyline like they did before.
Right.
And I don't think that it's that great of a storyline right now. I think now I'll go ahead and say this:
mm-hmm.
the storyline is also is getting wrestling fans back into wrestling.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is
mm-hmm.
that it's been done before with the double champions.
Yeah.
I think that could have went a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just one of those things we're gonna have to wait and see, just like everything else.
Right.
We'll see if WWE drops the ball, or are they gonna pick it up and run with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully it goes good with that, and you know, I didn't really like how that happened too much now with the championship being in a way undisputed, since it's the same championship title. So with the one being real and the other one being fake, and you know, a toy championship in a way. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. You know, hopefully, you know, we'll have something good come out of this. So we'll have to wait and see what SummerSlam brings once that comes. So that's good when it comes to that. The next thing I got here, and you know, what are your thoughts on, you know, John Morrison, and how would you book him to be a believable face champion?
How do I think Punk would be a believable face champion?
John Morrison.
Oh, who are you talking about? I couldn't hear you. My shit keeps cutting out.
Yeah. What I was saying is, how would you book John Morrison to be a legitimate face champion?
As a world champion or just a regular champion?
Well, it could be WWE champion or world champion, whichever you prefer.
Okay, so well, basically what I would do is I think what all fans would want to see, and what they did want to see for a while, is a John Morrison Miz rivalry, and let Miz hold the title again.
Okay.
Let John Morrison go for that title, and let Miz be the uber heel like he was.
Yeah.
Fans will want to see that, because I remember when it was going to happen, fans were amped up about it, like, oh yes, now we finally get to see John Morrison versus his old tag team partner for the WWE title on that one as well. And I would book him the exact same way that he's being booked now. Well, not book him, but push his gimmick the way his gimmick is now as champion, but basically doing it more for the people instead of dealing with the bullshit.
Right. Yeah, for me, with John Morrison, you know, it's definitely one of my favorites, and you know, hopefully he'll have the championship by the end of the year. So with this being said, you know, I wouldn't have him, you know, be having a losing streak like he is now. I would have him, you know, keep on winning, and eventually have this thing with R-Truth, you know, continue, and you know, have a match at SummerSlam, maybe for like a number one contendership, I guess, and you know, maybe have John Morrison win that. And you know, have John Morrison be the next challenger for CM Punk, and have some good matches and a rivalry with that, and maybe eventually win the championship from CM Punk. With, you know, to see how that goes. You know, definitely have you know, John Morrison work on his mic work, since you know his mic work isn't really the best, but you know, at least you know, work on it a little bit more, and you know, just keep using him more, and you know, just do good with him, and maybe even you know, maybe have not win a championship from CM Punk, or the next best thing, you know, win the Royal Rumble, and you know, continuing that, and going on to WrestleMania, and win the championship there. So you know, which would be, you know, pretty interesting to see. So hopefully he'll have the championship by the end of the year. So we'll have to wait and see. But that's it when it comes to that, and pretty much with all of the topics that, you know, I want to talk about, and you know, with this whole thing, you know, which I'm going to get into next, and with the YouTube, whatever the hell I want to do committee, and what are your thoughts on that? And I know you wanted to get to talk about that before we end the video, so would you mind explaining that to us?
I just made a video not too long ago, and I know a lot of people are going to ask questions, a lot of people are going to run their mouth, a lot of people are going to do this, that, and the third, but Fact of the matter is, we all have more. I know a lot of people are going to ask questions. A lot of people are going to run their mouth. A lot of people are going to do this, that, and the third. But fact of the matter is, we all have more passion than just wrestling.
Yeah.
Like I said in my video, for the ones that haven't watched my video, I have a passion for hip hop. I have a passion for wrestling. I have a passion for sports. I have a passion for my family and for real life topics. So what's stopping everybody from talking about what they want to? Yeah. What's stopping them is a lot of the people on here that just want to hear wrestling. Well, y'all can still watch the wrestling videos and not watch the rest.
Yeah.
So, and the YWC is so concocted of dumb ass shit. I almost feel like I'm not immature enough to be in the YWC.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, a lot of people are going to be like, well, if you're that mature, then you would stay around and try to make everybody else that mature. It's not that easy. I stuck up for the YWC about 2 months ago, and it's all just turned back around. I know B-Mott. I don't know if everybody knows who B-Mott is. B-Mott actually lost subscribers because he said he's going to start doing more videos about football. He lost 6 to 7 subscribers just because he said that, which is pathetic because he never said he's going to stop doing wrestling videos. I think that if you guys want to watch us, I don't think that you should watch us just because of our wrestling videos. Watch us because of what we talk about, how we act. I know people like to see how I talk shit about stuff because that's the way I feel. Yeah. I'm a very open person. I'm blunt about it, and I don't hold my tongue for shit. And I think that's why people don't really bitch about my videos. But we're basically in the YouTube, whatever the hell I want to do community. And I don't want to be associated with the YWC anymore. I do have friends in the YWC, so I'm not saying that I'm just going to cut ties with everybody. Right. But I don't want my name to be involved in YWC saying, oh, Mug in the YWC, and blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah, and that's actually, really good, not just talking about wrestling, but, getting to other things as well. I don't have any problems with that. So I think that's, really cool. Just not talking about wrestling and doing, talking about other stuff that you like to do. So that's actually really cool. And with that being said, I will leave a link for everyone to check you out if they want to check out wrestling videos or, whatever else that you would be doing, like you mentioned. So I think that's, really cool. And before we end the show, is there anything else that you give your final thoughts on before we end the show completely?
I just want everybody to pay attention to the little guys in YouTube. Pay attention to the guys that don't have 100, 200, 300 subscribers because those guys are the ones that's up and coming. Yeah. And those are the guys that deserve to get all the credit instead of the big dogs. It's about a whole bunch of bullshit now.
Exactly.
So.
All right. So it's been a pleasure having you on the show. And like I mentioned, I will leave a link to for your channel.
Thank you for having me, man.
No problem. And you're welcome anytime. And, that about does it for this week's episode of In the Hot Seat. You guys can definitely comment down on what we talked about in the comment box. And as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.